Oh, the big one. The Gujarat Giants go up against the Bengaluru Bulls, the record breaker, Pardeep Narwal. Close to 1,700 rate points. That is a staggering number by any stretch of the imagination. I'm Rajesh Shirji. The box with me is Navneet Krishnan. Redemption on the cards for this man this season.
Well, we hope so. From a Bulls perspective, I personally hope so. He was a shadow of himself in game number 1. Didn't really have many answers. Take a look at the Dream 11 starting 7. Pardeep in the center. We'll be hoping he gets support from his defense. They were good in the first game. Saurabh Nandal, Surinder was really good. Pardeep as well.
Well, the defense, I think, is going to be hoping they get support from their raiding unit. The last game around, the defense scored 14 points, the Raiders 13. Make your own team. A venerable figure in coaching circles. Oh, and another one. This is a battle of the coaches, actually.
Oh, 100%. There's another layer to it. It's Ramveer Singh versus Ranveer Singh Sehrawat. And a third dimension to this. It's Ramveer Singh versus Pardeep Narwal. Ever so often, it's Pardeep in the same corner as Ramveer Singh. Dream 11 starting 7 for the Giants.
What a raiding unit this is. There's Rakesh, Pardeep Daya, Guman Singh, who's come with a price tag of 1.97 crores imported from Mumbai. And their defense looking solid with Sukhbir and Balaji there. Make your own team. The player to watch out for. Guman Singh, ex-Mumbai, the leader now for the Gujarat Giants.
And our Dream 11 player to watch out for. Every time this man's on the mat, the world of Kabaddi will tune in. Pardeep Narwal on the brink of 1,700.
Lot resting on his shoulders for the Bengaluru Bulls. The Gujarat Giants have won the toss. The Bulls will raid first.
Line, drawn, game on, Kerala, Kabaddi!
That's Kabaddi, now Kabaddi, up Kabaddi, San Kabaddi, Chai Kabaddi, Panch Kabaddi, Char Kabaddi, Three Kabaddi, No Kabaddi, Ek Kabaddi.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to rumble. Pardeep Narwal, a man that has pretty much every record there is when it comes to raiding in the game of Kabaddi. He'll come back for a second try.
Easy stretch first time around. Testing. Exploring. Bonus.
Has he gotten that corner? I just feel he's been a little tentative. He's been a little slow off the blocks. Not the swiftest across the mat. Ramveer Singh, Ranveer Singh Sehrawat. Coaches that have taken their teams to glory in the past.
Ramveer Singh knows Pardeep in and out. Rakesh had a great season for the Gujarat Giants the last time around.
He's young, he's quick, he's agile, he's skillful. The traits that you need to be successful early on in your career. There are a few really talented raiders at the moment doing the rounds, and Rakesh HS is certainly one of them. We speak about speed. They don't come any faster than Ajinkya Pawar.
Bonus. Nope, looked for it.
Our first look at Guman Singh, ladies and gentlemen. 1.97 crores. He was paid the big bucks by the Giants to do the big job.
And I'll tell you why. In season 10, he had 163 rate points, just like that. An average of 9.1 rate points per game. Carrying on from where he's left off in season 10 for Mumbai. Now doing it for the Gujarat Giants. What a fantastic toe touch there. Great awareness.
A massive, massive choice going in for Guman Singh. He's been important, like you mentioned, from Mumbai. Pardeep Narwal. Bridge, first look, your impression, your thoughts.
Pardeep Narwal. First thoughts? Seriously?
That one? Is that two?
It's two.
It's two. He got one on his way back.
Number 10 and 8 out.
Rakesh HS was the one that attempted the ankle hold.
Yeah, they asked for the bonus too. So Pradeep's off to a flyer in this game. 3 rate points from 2 rates. Or is it 3? 2.
Now for Dahia. Oh, Surinder.
Bonus point.
Just the bonus though. Surinder too close to committing that first error. I think Dahia is tall, isn't he? One of the tallest raiders we have. Now Jai Bhagwan. So much expected from Jai Bhagwan.
You know, there's been a lot of chatter around the Jai Bhagwan, not just this season, but last season too. Oh, he's strong! He's showing us why there's chatter around him. It's almost like he didn't have to make an effort to get away from that attempted tap.
Just feels nice as a Bengaluru Bulls fans, I'll be honest with you. It almost felt like the Raiders didn't show up in that opening game, Bridge. Just nice to see Jai Bhagwan and Pardeep Narwal amongst the points first up here.
You know, I think you're right, Navneet. A lot more intent from the raiding unit of the Bengaluru Bulls this time around.
And truth be told, I'd love to see this intent from Ajinkya Pawar as well. There was just far too many empty raids. We didn't see what we always see from Ajinkya. He's an aggressive raider by default, by nature.
Bonus point.
Easy bonus there for Guman. Staying close to the Bengaluru Bulls are the Gujarat Giants. But they're down to 4. What can Jai Bhagwan do here? He's fast, he's strong. Comes with a load of expectations, but does it tell on his young shoulders? This game is going to tell us a lot about Jai Bhagwan. See, those are the kind of errors he's been committing even last season. It's almost like at points he stops thinking on the mat in the middle of the raid. He ran into the chain there.
First successful tackle of the first half, celebrated by Sriram Finance. And you're right, you want to run towards the midline before you make contact and not go straight into the defender. That's exactly what Jai Bhagwan did there, paid the price. The third most expensive player at the auction, Guman Singh on duty.
Now you know why he's paid the big bucks. Saurabh Nandal. You know, Guman is far too tall to try and grab hold of his ankle when he's on his way back to the midline. The rest of the defense did well staying away though.
It was a meek attempt really at an ankle hold, rather casual from Saurabh Nandal. Picked the price, and look at Ajinkya Pawar. Look at the footwork. He moves like lightning, but he's going to translate this to points. That's the problem.
Well, that's the second time he's looked for the bonus. Doesn't have it.
He gave us that moment to remember last season, Ajinkya Pawar with the Tamil Talivas.
Yeah, an
insane move, but he went quiet after that yeah. For the most of the season, which is why we'll really hope as a Bulls fan that he turns it around. This is the skill and pace of Rakesh HS there.
Yeah, well, he has 108 rate points in season 10 at an average of 5.1 rate points per game. And he's showing us why.
Your favorite man, Surinder, visiting the bench.
I love Surinder. We'll talk more about him later. Pardeep Narwal looking for the bonus there. He's been doing his best. Oh, it's almost like he stood still. Where was he going?
There's just absolutely no pace to work with, right? He's stationary. And in this game, if you're stationary, they're going to gobble you up. And that's exactly what Sombi did from the right corner. He had all the time in the world to get that left ankle.
But he wasn't even angled towards the midline. And he knows it. And just like that, Bengaluru Bulls are down to 3. This is an opportunity for a raw super tackle.
It's tough, especially with so much space to work with when a man is so quick like Rakesh HS. Really tough to contend with.
You know, I'll tell you what, I'm sorry, Navneet, you were saying something. But, you know, the Gujarat Giants very clearly have a superb raiding outfit. But their defense There are no laggards actually.
At the moment, it's Sombi from the right corner who's been doing all the scoring. Oh, nice! Very nice!
Yeah, I saw your eyes light up the
Yeah, if
moment.
anything, it's encouraging.
Bengaluru
Just to
Bulls.
see Ajinkya Pawar pick up a point. It feels like even 1 point's been hard for him to get. But the man's got acceleration like nobody.
Now, I'll tell you what we've been missing from Ajinkya Pawar. After that 7-point trade, was it for the Tamil Talaivas last season? We've been, he just comes across as a player with a massive heart, immense courage. That is what we want to see. That is what the Bengaluru Bulls want to see. That might be something that sparks their campaign.
I'll tell you what, this game, slightly slow-paced in comparison to what we saw in that first game. That was ridiculous, wasn't it?
That was that, man. Bullets straight off the bat. Has Ajinkya Pawar done it again
1
there?
point. Bengaluru
Yeah, he's got
Bulls.
Sombi.
Number 4 out.
And Sombir is the only defender that's got points in defense for the Gujarat Giants this evening.
2 out.
Very strong legs, Bridge. Very strong legs.
Giants.
Back pedals his way past the midline. Now Rakesh Etches. Just such skill that this youngster scored. It's also the first 2-out raid of this game. He's got 5 to work with. Yeah, he went so deep towards the right corner.
Raided out. 1
Nitin
point.
Raval almost had to run all the way around to the opposite corner. That's how deep HS Rakesh had gone. Look at Nitin Raval there.
Raid.
And that's how you do it. Saurabh Nandal luring him in. And Nitin Raval pounced at the right time. 2 points in 2 raids from Ajinkya Pawar. Can he make it 3 in 3? Just look at that footwork. He does it like nobody. He's always moving. There's always something. He's like a cat on a hot tin roof.
That's what we like to see. Ajinkya, it means the unvanquished,
Bengaluru
the one who no one can beat, the inconquerable. And he does it again.
Substitution.
It looked
Bengaluru
like he
Bulls.
was gone for all money.
Number 4 out.
You know, the thing with Ajinkya Pawar is expect the unexpected. You just don't know what he's going to come up with. Man's picked up 4 points now in 5 raids.
And suddenly the Gujarat Giants are down to 2. Just a few moments ago, it was the Bengaluru Bulls who were down to 3.
Yeah, it just changes so quickly. He's like the man you send in the death overs. Slog it out. Do whatever you can.
Except in the
Maximum
game of
damage.
Kabaddi, it's slug it out.
Point. Gujarat Giants.
Now, tailor-made for Pardeep Narwal to come in there. Tag Pardeep Dahiya and add 1 more to the tally. Inch closer to inflicting that all out.
And I'll tell you what, there is some support for the Bulls in that stadium in Hyderabad. This is our first strategic timeout.
सुनो लोना दे दो लोना देना गड़बड़ मत करना बोनस देके बिल्कुल एंड हो जाओ सुरेंदर बिल्कुल लैंड में हो तब बिल्कुल लैंड में हो लोना दे दो
coming back from the first strategic timeout. Not a bad passage of play for the Bengaluru Bulls. Puneri Paltan, the defending champions, showed the world why they are champions. When they came up last evening, they will be up against the three-time champions. Puneri Paltan versus Patna Pirates. The double Ps versus the double Ps in match number 2. And the Yodas, our first look at them in this season against Dabang Delhi KC.
Puneri Paltan game number 1, they were up against last year's finalists. Puneri Paltan game number 2, they are up against last year's semi-finalists. It's almost like they're starting this season the other way around from season 10.
They're just too good yesterday. Puneri Paltan, here's a tough move. Pardeep Narwal with a multi-point raid. Every time he gets a multi-point raid, it just feels like sanity prevails in the world of Kabaddi.
Well said. The Dream 11 top picks for this game. Hold on. The top 3, they're defenders. Saurabh Nandal, Sombir, Surinder, Pardeep and Guman Singh come at the bottom.
Well, the fact that there is no Pardeep Narwal in the top 5. Now that is a statement. Now that is not something you see often. And Pardeep Narwal would want to change that.
But hang on, let's talk some numbers here. This game, Guman Singh, who's on raid right now, has 4 raid points to his name at this point. He was off, he was ushered off.
Bonus point. Gujarat Giants. All out. 1+3 points. Bengaluru Bulls.
And the all-out has been inflicted.
All in. Gujarat Giants.
You thought Guman Singh had enough to go past the midline. No, he didn't. Excellent dash. He was taken out by Pardeep. And with that, the Bengaluru Bulls are the ones that have dominated play here. They've inflicted the first all out of 4-point lead now.
This game, Guman Singh has 5 raid points to his name. The bonus on that final raid was 1. Pardeep has 4 raid points. Ajinkya Pawar has 4 raid points. But it's strange that the top picks should be the defenders, which basically means that people watching would assume this is a game that will rest in defense.
But at the moment, we haven't seen much from the 2 defensive units.
Just the 2 tackle points to Gujarat. Both of those from Sombir. And the 2 tackle points for the Bulls. One from Pardeep and one from Saurabh Nandal.
No love lost between Coach Amir Singh and Coach Randir Singh Sehrawat.
As you can clearly see from those pictures, they aren't looking eye to eye.
Right, Ajinkya. Show us some of your moves. Absolutely Sonic the Hedgehog on a Kabaddi mat. He is lightning quick.
That's Sonic the Hedgehog. Absolutely. You never know which leg the kick is going to come from.
Just don't know which direction he's going. Look at that. And a giant leap forward. Did he get a touch? Just brings so much theatre to the art of raiding.
You know, I'd like to know the amount of energy he expends on the mat in joules.
Yeah, that's probably a good number to see. He does so much sometimes, even if it's an empty raid. Careful, Saurabh.
Well, finally,
Giants.
Pardeep is off the mat. Guman has his 6th raid point. The Gujarat Giants pull closer to the Bulls. 3 points between the 2 of them. Pardeep Narwal on a do-or-die raid. Shouldn't it be Ajinkya Pawar in a do-or-die situation?
Yeah, exactly. He's in fact a do-or-die specialist, Ajinkya Pawar. I'm not too sure why Pardeep keeps doing it, but he's picked up 1.
Right a save. 1 point.
And I just think because there are 6 or 7 or more defenders, Pardeep Narwal fancies himself going in.
Showed us a burst of speed there. Took Jitendra unawares. Oh, Nitin Rawal tempted there for a second.
He looked for that ankle hold.
Bonus point.
Decided against it.
Gujarat Giants.
He's swift with his movements, Rakesh Hatches.
Also very smart of him. Grab that bonus point. Stay close to the Bulls. Look at that. He has 4 points in his last 5 hits. Good evening for Pardeep Narwal. Looking for the bonus again.
For his high standards, this is a decent start. We know what he's
Bonus
capable of.
point. Bengaluru Bulls.
Gets that bonus. He is still managing to keep this little lead, a 4-point lead at the moment for the Bulls. It wasn't a great outing against the Titans. At one point, they were within touching distance of the Titans, and then one-way traffic towards the end of that game meant that they lost that
Bonus point. Gujarat
by a
Giants.
margin where they couldn't pick up even a single point.
Now both teams dealing in bonuses at this point. Staying away from that third wave, the do-or-die wave. Oh, another brilliant one by Pardeep Narwal.
Bengaluru Bulls.
Another
Number 38
two-pointer
out.
for the Bengaluru Bulls. And that, Navneet, is that 1700 figure. 1700 points. I mean, what do you need to be to get that number, man?
The record breaker becomes the first player in the game to cross Mount 1700. And it's the Bulls that are going from strength to strength.
Bengaluru Bulls.
Very nice. Once again, the defensive unit take down the main man of the
Substitution.
Giants.
Gujarat Giants. Please come. Please.
You know, I mean, we call him the record breaker for a
10
reason.
out. 37 in.
You know, this is a
Please.
point of time in the game where Pardeep Narwal, there are people saying, there are whispers that it's not the same force he used to be, so on and so forth. But despite all of that, he has another record to his name.
Mind you, the next best is a man close to 1500 in Maninder Singh, so he's miles ahead, over 200 points. Jinkya Pawar now in a super tackle situation, drop super tackle opportunity for the Giants. He's quick, but so is Sombid and Rohit. They come in for the rescue act.
Raider out.
That was a really great ankle hold from Rohit at the back first up. That is a prop super tackle, Magar ki Jakar. A two-pointer for the Gujarat Giants, not letting the Bengaluru Bulls run away from it. Pardon me, it wasn't Rohit with that ankle hold first up.
Kartik Dahia,
Kartik Dahia, yeah.
6 on the mat. He does have a bonus on offer, looking for that back kick on Nitin Raval. Giving nothing away. Just, I like the defense that I've gotten to see over the last game and this one from the Bengaluru Bulls.
You know, we were saying that the first game in comparison to this one was a much faster game. This doesn't seem to be that fast. Pardeep Narwal struggling, but this time he's been brought down and he's been held down by the Gujarat Giants.
Raider out. 1 point.
Yeah, the coach wasn't too happy there, was he? But listen to this. He almost broke through, didn't he? Almost.
That would have been a cleanup back. That would have been a 6-pointer, including the all-out. Oh boy, he would have brought the roof down had he come through that one.
Look at this. There's 33 points already up on the board. There's still 2 and something to go in this half. It's not that slow, Navneet.
Yeah, it's picked up pace. And the Raiders on the bench at the moment. We're into the final 2 minutes here of the first half. The Bulls playing to the do-or-die strategy. Now the Gujarat Giants have their do-or-die raid now.
Giants.
Kartik Dahia on raid. 2 raid points to hit tonight. Crucial moment in the game, at least in the first half. Oh, they went early. They went early. Oh, Kartik Dahia, Surinder, who had a great outing the last time around.
Raider out. 1 point.
The Bengaluru Bulls would, towards the end of the first half,
Substitution. Gujarat Giants.
it looks like are stamping their authority on this game.
Number 19 out.
Much like you don't know what to expect from Ajinkya Pawar in raid, you don't know what to expect from Surinder in defense.
I don't think Surinder knows what to expect from himself in defense.
You gotta love it. Oh, they just bring such a different dimension to the game. Jai Bhagwan now.
The Bengaluru Bulls having the better of the Gujarat Giants. Oh, that was so close.
Neeraj,
1 point.
the captain, was almost taken off, so he had to do well to just stay in contact with the lobby. But fabulous from Rohit and Neeraj. Look at that. Proper wrestling move.
Really good from Jai Bhagwan too. I mean, that wasn't easy. Twisting, turning. He walked in their hands. The Gujarat Giants are not letting the Bulls run away with this.
My goodness. What they put their bodies through in this game. Proper athletes.
In the next half, Navneet, I'm going to tell you about the kind of effect that the Pro Kabaddi League, the brilliant and beautiful effect the Pro Kabaddi League has on kids growing up in our country at this point.
Love to hear more of that.
Personal experience. I'll tell you about it.
With that, it will be
Half-time.
the blow of the whistle,
Change the board.
signaling half-time here in game number 6. A slender 3-point lead for the Bulls from the south of India. This game is far from done, 20 minutes left, but the headline so far is that Pradeep Narwal is back in business.
And 3 points is nothing. Nothing in the game of Kabaddi. The Bulls cannot afford to take it easy. 1,701 rate points to the record breaker. A new record to his name. A mountain that the best of raiders would find impossible to climb. The man has kept going and going and going. What a servant of the game Pradeep Narwal has been. Now, 2 phases. First half. The Bulls have been ahead of the Giants, but just. The Giants haven't let them get away with it yet. How will they go in the second half? The Giants. The Bulls better watch out.
अरे डीप बटाई मार दे हैं? क्या कर रहे हैं यार ये साहब तो थर्ड पहले वहाँ ये रेडर भीतर है अपना राकेश थर्ड पहले लेना पड़ेगा रेडर तो अभी किसको शिफ्ट कर सकते हैं अभी कौन कौन है अंदर मैं हूँ एक काशी दोनों कवर है दोनों कॉर्नर एक तो डिफेंस तो खड़े आ रहा तो ठीक है फिर क्या दिक्कत है वैसे ट्राई करवाओ ना तुम ट्राई करो यहाँ डिफेंस में रहो प्रदीप इतना बढ़ रहा है डाई मार यार और तन्ने भी क्या डाल पकड़िया वहां पे यार फिर नू क्या पकड़िया डाई मारना उसको अंदर आओगा तेरे पास तो डाई तो मारेगा फिर पकड़ा क्या तने अंदर आ गया ठीक है उसका डर ठीक है डाई मार तू आगे आगे ध्यान आगे आगे देख रहे हो आ रहे आगे नहीं है देखो कोई दिक्कत नहीं है कितनी गलतियां करके बिना मतलब पॉइंट दे दिए ठीक है कोई टेंशन नहीं है मैच आराम से जीतेंगे दिमाग से रेडी थोड़ा ऐसा ना ले
defending champions that have redefined the way the game is being played. They most certainly are the team to beat. To the three-time champions, the Patna Pirates have what it takes to upset the men in orange. Match number 2, plenty coming for you on Monday Mania. The Yodas and Dabang Delhi KC will be in the building as well. All of this, season 11 of PKL.
All right, Pradeep Narwal with a new record to his name this evening. He's crossed 1700 points. He's on 1701. He's on 8 points in this game. This is the moment when he reached the 1700 rate points. This was also two-pointer. He's been showing us speed, he's been showing us strength, he's been showing us heart today. At this point, he's on the bench, but he's just 2 away from a Super 10.
तुम ट्राई करो, यहाँ डिफेंस में रहो, प्रदीप इतना बढ़ रहा है, डाई मार यार, और तन्ने भी क्या बेउस डाल पकड़या वहाँ पे यार, फिर नू पकड़या, डाई मारना उसको, अंदर आओगा तेरे पास तो डाई तो मारेगा, फिर पकड़ा क्या तन्ने, अंदर आ, ठीक है, उसका डर है, ठीक है, डाई मार तू, आगे आगे ध्यान आगे आगे देख रहे हो, आ रहे हैं कि नहीं?
Few choice words for Neeraj Kumar there. Why are you letting Pradeep play with such freedom? Dive for him. Do not let Pradeep move. Rakesh in raid for the Gujarat Giants. No bonus on offer. There's just 5 on the mat. Nitin Raval has had a quiet game this evening. Not a single tackle point to his name.
Hold on, Rich. I just have my attention on Ajinkya Pawar. Well, time for us to hold the clock back. Reminiscent, isn't it, of the good old times for the Patna Pirates when Raman Singh and Pradeep Narwal were wearing the same jersey. Very different now, though. Pradeep wearing the jersey of the Bengaluru Bulls, Raman Singh wearing the jersey of the Gujarat Giants.
All right, and come back to present times. They're on different sides of the mat. Both teams at this point clearly utilizing the do-or-die strategy. Is this raid number 3? Yes, it is for the Gujarat Giants. Rakesh cannot afford to go back empty-handed.
Looking for the running hand touch on Saurabh Nambali. Says he's gotten him. Exquisite. The pace and the reach, quite brilliant. Saurabh saying, you've got nothing on me. Ref says,
Number 22.
time for you to step out, Saurabh.
Will they go
1
for that
point.
review?
Gujarat Giants.
They want the review.
Yeah, if
Please come, what is your challenge? Red out, no touch. Oh, please. TV umpire, Bengaluru Bulls challenge, no touch, red out. Our decision, red save 1 point. Please review.
there's 18 minutes left and Saurabh Nandal is confident taking that review, which means that he knows or he believes there is no touch. Rakesh HS on the other side seems to be equally confident that he did get the touch.
We need another angle because Rakesh was saying he's hit somewhere towards the bottom half of his body. There's nothing on the tee here. The shots. Right upper thigh, can you tell from here?
Really hard to call this one. They need something conclusive enough to turn this around and get this to go in favor of the Bulls. At the moment, it's in favor of the Gujarat Giants.
So we're hearing that Rakesh has said that there's been a touch on the chest. Has the jersey moved there? You can't tell.
Yeah, really hard to say because he's on his way back, Saurabh Nandal. Rakesh, because of the motion involved, it's not clear enough. Decision coming.
Yes. Okay, thank you. Review successful, no touch. 1 point Bengaluru Bulls. Captain, you have returned your review.
The Gujarat Giants coaching department there, just wiping some perspiration off their brows.
Bengaluru Bulls.
If the start of this half is anything to go by, there are no friends on the mat at this point.
Most certainly not. It's been much slower in comparison to what we saw in the first game. Do or die, rate this.
Oh, big one, big one.
Right out.
I think he was just off the mat, just off the mat.
Giants.
Now he's asking for a review. I told you there are no friends on the mat at this point. It's going to be acrimonious.
He was very quick to signal that he's ready for a review, wants to go up,
Yes, please
up
come.
to the
What is your
TV
challenge?
umpire.
Okay, please. TV umpire. Bengaluru Bulls challenge Raider save 4 plus to 6 point. Our decision Raider out. Please review.
6 points. Take me to the bank tomorrow morning.
If this goes in favor of the Bulls, holy cow! Right, touches have happened. Now, has he been ushered off while he goes past the midline? Yeah, I think
He's off,
so.
he's off, he's off, he's off. He's off.
He's off. The Bulls lose a review. Optimistic from the record breaker.
Look, but I mean, may as well go for it. It's a big one.
Big one. Yeah, but I just got the sense that there wasn't enough conviction when he did go for the appeal. His feet were off the ground. The top off of the body was outside the lobby.
Yes. Okay, thank you. Review unsuccessful. Raider out 1 point. Gujarat Giants. Captain, no more reviews. Your review is
And
over.
no 6-pointer. The Bengaluru Bulls. Successful tackle for the Gujarat Giants, and it's the first successful tackle of the second half, celebrated by Shriram Finance.
All right, Guman Singh, 6 points for him tonight from 8 raids. But like Navneet and I have been telling you, it looks like both teams are falling back on that third raid. They're both playing it safe.
Everyone's getting a little breather here before things really heat up in that final 10 minutes. Ajinkya Pawar will come in for an empty raid.
Even Ajinkya Pawar.
How many points? 4 points for Ajinkya.
Clear downshifting here. Neeraj Kumar going in for the second raid for the Gujarat Giants, which means that their next one will be a do-or-die raid. And I'll tell you what, I just get the feeling both teams are actually happy to be playing with 5 defenders in play, so that the bonus line is not active.
Right, here we go. Yeah, we've had enough of empty raids. Now time to turn up the action. Do-or-die raid. Guman Singh, he's got work to do. 6 points so far on the night. 5 to defend. No bonus on offer. The clock running down.
Really smart defensive work here so far from the Bengaluru Bulls. Just not giving Guman any space to work with. In the sense that, oh, Guman almost made it, but the Bulls were ready for it. The third do-or-die raid of this half. And the third time a Raiders are shut out to the bench.
Excellent from Surinder and Nitin Raval, and Saurabh Nandil comes in right when he needed to. Oh, they love it. They've been good in defense, the Bulls. Now a do-or-die raid on the other side, and the right man sent in for the job.
Especially with 4 defenders in play, there aren't 5. The job for the Gujarat Giants is just that little bit tougher than it was for the Bengaluru Bulls on the previous raid. Ajinkya Pawar running from side to side. Really good defense here from the Gujarat Giants. The 4th do-or-die raid. The 4th time a raider goes down. They're slugging it out on do-or-die raids, and essentially that score difference is staying exactly where it was.
How quickly does this game go from second gear to 5th? Just when it was a little quiet, they've turned it up a few notches.
But I tell you what, someone has to pull the trigger here. Someone has to break this deadlock. At some point, the Giants will have to make a move.
Yeah, nobody's really let him go. At what point is this game going to break open?
I get the feeling that the Bulls are very happy with the way the Giants are playing right now. They're saying, you let us keep our 3-point lead. We don't need to make a move. You make one, you come to us, you take the risk.
Yeah, you can see what Jay Bhagwan's doing as well. Listen, I'm okay. Happy with the empty raid here.
Substitution.
And in fact,
Gujarat Giants. Please step.
I think it'll be
Number 8
Rock
out.
who's
9
going
in.
into raid now. They've just gotten a message from the bench asking them to control yourself. Himanshu. He was with the Talaibas. One of the 16 Himanshus with Talaibas last season.
And he's gotten that touch. He's off
1
the
point.
mark. And the Giants are within touching distance
Number
now.
22 out.
Is that the moment the Giants needed? Inspired change from the Giants bench. Now the bonus line is active. And they give it.
And it still goes back to the 3-point game. Yeah, cat and mouse at the
Bonus
moment.
point. Bengaluru Bulls.
Pardeep will be back on the mat next. Ajinkya Pawar is there. The 3 big boys, the experienced lads are on the mat right now.
I tell you what, you know, you used the words cat and mouse, and it's actually quite brilliant because this game, what we're seeing is another side of the sport. A side that is played in the mind as much as it's played on the mat. Every team, every coach trying to guess the next move from the opponents before their own move.
And it also tells you the strategy that's involved in the game. It isn't all just physical. It's as much mental as well. But this was what we saw in just a few minutes ago. In fact, about an hour ago, when the Panthers got the better of the Warriors in an intense outing. A 5-point win for the 2-time champions, the Panthers. Fascinating contest that was. The game of the season so far for sure.
All right, they did give Jay Bhagwan the bonus that time around. Pardeep Narwal has spent 12.5 minutes off court. I mean, the Giants wouldn't mind that, really. I think Fazal is asking, Liza, how did you manage those 2 8 points earlier this evening?
They just love raiding the Iranians. Ask Shadlu.
You know, and I think that Reza went on raid because he said that if Shadlu can raid, if Fazal can raid, why can't I? If Surinder can raid. Though we haven't seen Surinder raid this evening. Is this... no. Oh, yes, it is a do-or-die raid.
Gujarat Giants.
4 on the mat for the Bulls. Never easy as a raider when you have 2 on each side. But good enough for Himanshu Singh. He picks up not 1, but he'll pick up 2. Oh boy.
2 points. Gujarat Giants.
One of those 2,
Number
Surinder.
55 and 40 now.
2 raids, 3 points to Himanshu. Like I was saying, inspired substitution by the coach.
Bengaluru Bulls.
I was just trying to figure out what move was Nitin Rawal going for. Had he gone for the dash to just push Himanshu off the lobbies, that would have been a better move maybe. Now look at the score bridge.
Bonus point.
It's
Bengaluru
neck
Bulls.
to neck.
1 point. Gujarat
22
Giants.
apiece. Game on with 10 to go.
And the Gujarat Giants, because there's just 1 on the mat for the Bulls, are obviously in the lead.
All out.
Yeah, just like
3
that,
points.
momentum has shifted
Giants.
from one to the other in a span of 60 seconds.
All
When it
in.
looked like the Bulls
Bengaluru
were
Bulls.
comfortable with a 3-point lead, it's the Giants with a 2-point lead.
Just goes to show at no point in the
Bengaluru
game can any
Number
team
6 up.
afford to
12
sit on what they think is a lead, because it'll be air in a matter of moments.
How wonderful was that visual to see 2 of India's iconic raiders sitting next to each other, sharing some
secrets.
Timeout. Secrets, I wonder. Oh, they've just taken him down. Absolute disregard for one of the superstars of the game.
Giants.
That was a bit cool. All right, then this is our second strategic timeout of the day. Time for the teams to put their heads together.
अभी तुम्हारा प्रेस कर जरूर
हाँ ये करेगा कुछ नहीं ट्राई कर फार्मा पे है थोड़ा सा अरे भैया वो तो अगर टैकल हो जाता तो ये भी मामला था ये लोड़ा गलत हो गया ना हटने फटे की ट्राई कराते रहो बिल्कुल एंड में है हाँ हाँ नहीं 6 में तो करने दो हाँ 6 में करने दो थोड़ा हाँ कॉर्नर को छोड़ के सेकंड में करना है ये ध्यान देना समझ गया कुछ नहीं 9 मिनट बचे हुए टाइम के लिए चलो स्ट्रेटेजी से 5 में गलती मत करो अगर मान लो भी जाता चलो चलो
Nine and a half to go. 3 points between the two. This is tomorrow. The UP Yoddhas go up against Kabang Delhi. The Naveen Express in action. And then the defending champions, the Puneri Paltan, take on Patna Pirates. Two great games for a Monday evening.
Felt like Puneri Paltan continued from where they left off last season. Bridge, the defending champions, just quite brilliant to see.
Look at the difference in number 1 and number 2 there, Navneet.
And look at the difference between Pawan and Pardeep. Almost 500 points, despite everything that Pawan Sehrawat has done in the game. A 500-point gap between him and Pardeep Narwal. It just puts into perspective what the record breaker has done in the game of Kabaddi, in the Pro Kabaddi League. Absolutely iconic. Coach's corner now.
नहीं 6 में तो करने दो हाँ 6 में करने दो 6 में करने दो थोड़ा हाँ कॉर्नर को छोड़ के सेकंड में करना है ये ध्यान देना समझ गया कुछ नहीं 9 मिनट बचे हुए टाइम के लिए चलो
Clear message from the coach. 9 minutes to go. There's enough time for us. There's just 3 points between us and them. Oh, that was early.
Number 11, also.
Someone stepped off.
It's just stationary for a second there. There you go. Both feet firm on the ground. Never going to help when you're trying to move away, go past the midline.
Pratik went off. 1 point each. Stays at 3.
And our first look at Akshit. Kept asking the question as to when we'll see Akshit. We saw glimpses of him last season, Bridge. Very talented left raider who showed us what he's capable of. Nice to see him in action here in a crunch moment.
You and I were in the box, I remember, and we had this chat about how he should have been used more often last season. Coaches are getting intense.
The tallest raiders there is in the game, Karthik Dahya. Very lanky, long reach. Does he have anything here? He has a bonus. That'll extend that lead to 4. It's not bad in comparison to where they were even 4 minutes ago. Now watching forward.
It almost looked like they'd begun the game with a 3-point difference between them. That's how long they've been on a 3-point difference. And he puts the fear of God into the bonus. Bonus.
Yeah, the calories that he burns in a game of Kabaddi, probably more than anyone else that plays the game.
No bonus there. All right. Hardik Dahiya for the Gujarat Giants, just taking it easy. Now, you think they are sitting back on this 4-point lead?
Did you say 4 or 5?
I didn't count Surinder.
1 point.
What did he do there? Really, what was he looking for? It was like he was looking for the blade of his mixer grinder.
Yeah, it's what you get with Surinder, truth be told. He's like a double-edged sword.
A jaunt in his kitchen, looking for the onions.
5-point lead now. Schoolboy error from Surinder. Pardeep Narwal has got to put something out of the ordinary now.
Just cut the line there. No bonus there for Pardeep. Tough moments for Pardeep here. 12 seconds on the clock. Looks like he's sitting back in the bonus. Can he do that? Can he do that? Goes back for more. Brought down.
Both out. 1 point each.
Oh, someone went off the mat. And that's a hurt shoulder.
Can't he pick up the bonus? No. Oh yeah, in fact, one of the defenders went out of bounds.
Was it Balaji?
I think it was Balaji.
And he went down the shoulder pretty badly, man.
Red.
That doesn't look too good. Right, a little over 6 minutes left now. 5 points, still the gap. That's a sizable gap, you think.
Not really. I mean, 5 minutes to go.
The longest, or rather, the biggest difference we've had. Make that 4 now. Make that 4.
Rated out. 1 point. Bengaluru.
See what I'm saying? 6 to go. 4 between the two of them. Kuman had no business taking that long. Nitin Rawal had lined him up so well there. Where else could he have gone, Navneet? You're traffic policing here. Navneet is showing us this. Go left, go right.
Went straight into Nitin Rawal.
You want a joystick in your hands?
Okay, Akshit now. And I think it was the first game of last season when he first played. He was quite sensational and then went completely off the boil after that because he gave in far too many empty raids and there was lack of intent. Maninder Singh and Arjun Deshwal in the same frame.
All right, he looked for the bonus there, Himanshu did.
5 minutes to go.
Running the clock down.
1 point.
There you go, he
Giants.
has a bonus. The
Resetting.
Giants can now... Actually, think sitting back, there's a substitution.
Number 12. 16.
Akshit has gone off. Navneet doesn't look too happy with that.
Just a couple of raids that he got. Wonder what the thinking was. Now Jai Bhagwan. Still been really quiet game for him by his standards, or the reputation that he comes with. Just the 3 points, it'll stay at 3. And the lead will now extend to 6 points. With 4 minutes left in the game. It's just starting to crawl away from the Bulls now.
Sombi wasn't gentle about that. Look at the end. Off you go, he says. Pardeep does like it.
How good has Sombi been, Rich? High five for Sombi in that right corner. 5 in just 6 attempts. That is a proper strike rate.
Look at that. Pardeep Narwal looks like he's been stuck on 8 points forever.
It's been on 8 for a long time. He got to 8 about the 15-minute mark or 18-minute mark in the first half. 20 minutes later, he's still on 8 points.
He's been also kept off the mat for a long time. The first game tomorrow, the UP Yodhas go up against Dabang Delhi. Let's see what the Naveen Express can do. Ajinkya Pawar He's got a bonus there. Did he have a toe touch? All right, back down to 5. Just a little over 3 to go. One big raid is all it takes. Partik taking it easy, playing it safe. Now it's down to 4.
I like when Saurabh Nandal made the move. Exactly when Partik Dahiya was going towards the end line, Saurabh Nandal made that move.
Time up.
Right
Bengaluru
about now. Which is why Partik knew by then that he was deep in the lion's den.
All right, the Bengaluru Bulls have asked for a timeout at this point. The Puneri Paltan on the mat tomorrow. They showed us a completely new, different brand of Kabaddi in season 10. They're missing some of the players from that season, but they don't look like they're going to stop anytime soon. They take on the Patna Pirates.
In fact, they're missing one big figure in Mohammad Reza Giane Shantlu. And truth be told, I'm not too sure they even felt his absence, because Aman in that left corner was quite brilliant. And Puneri Paltan somehow just seemed to put up a team that looks like it'll go the
1
distance.
point. Gujarat Giants.
Ajinkya Pawar spending too much time on the right side of that defense. Sombi has really been on song today. That's his 6th tackle point of the evening. How fantastic has he been for the Gujarat Giants? And Guman Singh in raid assists. That's the highest number of raid points for the Gujarat Giants.
Problem today has been the tackle point for the Bengaluru Bulls. They've only had 8 tackle points in 38 minutes of action. Saurabh Nandal 3, Partik 2 and Surinder 2.
Gujarat Giants.
5 minutes, 5 points the difference. 2 minutes to go.
The Gujarat Giants have asked for a timeout. Now over the next 3 days, a super clash is the Puneri Paltan versus the Patna Pirates. That's tomorrow. Telugu Titans, the Jaipur Pink Panthers. That's on the 22nd. The Gujarat Giants take on Mumbai on the 23rd. That'll be fun.
So many transfers, different teams.
And like you were saying, every single team this time around seems as balanced as the next.
Which is why we don't really know which 6 will advance to the playoffs. That is why it promises to be a really exciting one, this one. Oh, the Dupki! The Dupki from the Phenom! It's been a while we've seen the Dupki King pull off a special move.
And what a Dupki that was, a thing of beauty. Sudden rush of blood and Navneet's and my faces. Oh! Balaji was outfoxed, and how? The gap back down to 4. A nervy minute and a half for the Gujarat Giants here now. Himanshu's running the clock down. Pardeep will come back and look at that. Look at that. Dupki. Oh! It was like Balaji froze. He made Balaji freeze.
Absolutely brilliant.
And now he froze.
He froze.
Pardeep.
1 point.
And he will now visit the bench, which means that that lead will still continue to be a sizable one for the Giants. He was stationary once again and nowhere to go.
Gujarat Giants.
Hang on, listen to this. Himanshu Singh came in as a substitute. He has 5 points in raid and 2 in defense.
7 points at a crucial time for the Gujarat Giants has now meant that he could well take over the line. Flying Guman Singh
1 point.
brought down to planet Earth.
Yeah, I mean, he flew, but where? It was like he wanted to go to the exit of the stadium. A Can he pull off a big one now? Oh, Ajinkya flies and makes it back to his side
1
of the
point.
mat.
Bengaluru
3
Bulls.
points between the two.
Number 37 out.
38 seconds to go.
It was a special move, but the Giants did the good thing by not getting anyone else involved. Just the 1 point. And now, Partik will roll the clock down. How much on the raid clock? I think there'll be another raid left after this, but is 3 too much to do with 1 raid?
I really think it should be Ajinkya Pawar going into raid next with this speed. Oh! Well done by Partik there. The defense had no choice. They had to go for it.
11 out.
Game, set and match courtesy Partik Dahiya. How about that for a silky smooth move?
Silky smooth. Ajinkya Pawar showing us flashes of returning to his original form. Flashes,
Bonus
mind,
point. Bengaluru
has the
Bulls.
bonus, and that is that. The Bengaluru Bulls
Match over.
come away with a point from this game because they've lost by 4. If you lose by 7 or less, you do go away from the game with a point, but they'll be disappointed. They held on to a 3-point lead for a long, long time in the game. Really well played by the Gujarat Giants. Ram Meher actually putting one over Ranveer Singh Shrawat.
And over Pardeep Narwal as well, his former student. The Gujarat Giants pick up a win in their first outing. The Bulls suffer 2 losses in 2. But they do get off the mark as far as the points table is concerned though. They showed so much promise to the Bengaluru Bulls, but they'll have to wait for another night to get their first win. But it's a moment that will belong to the Gujarat Giants as they celebrate their win. And it's a win that will be celebrated by Sri Ram Finance as well.
Guman Singh, 6 straight points to his name. Sombi, 6 tackle points off 7 tackles. Fantastic for the Gujarat Giants. As far as the rating goes, Pardeep, 9 rate points. Ajinkya Pawar, 7. Jai Bhagwan, just the 3. Hard questions will be asked of Jai Bhagwan. That's a given. How will he respond in the games to come? Remains to be seen. I mean, how much more can Pardeep do really, Naveen?
He had a much better outing today for sure in comparison to that first game. 1 point short of a Super 10. But that's not something that is going to be playing on his mind. He'll be asking, how do we end up on the wrong side of tonight's result? They were leading for the most part. Look at that third phase, Bridge. It was a game, it was a phase that was completely dominated by the Gujarat Giants. And that's when they really came back into this game.
I mean, the Bengaluru Bulls did try and make a last effort, a last-ditch effort to claw their way back into the game. But it wasn't to be. Now, this is tomorrow. Game number 1, the UP Yodhas versus Dabang Delhi. Time for Naveen Express to show us his magic. And the second game, the defending champions Puneri Paltan take on the Patna Pirates. They took on the finalists, the Haryana Steelers in the first game. They take on the semi-finalists, the Patna Pirates, in the next.